The Power of the Mind. Spiritual guidance to create your own reality. Recorded in Arvin Studio, all rights reserved. Chapter 1. Money and Wealth. A significant portion of our beliefs and values consists of what we have inherited generationally over centuries from our ancestors or learned under the influence of family and societal culture. Some of it is unnecessary, and much of it is wrong and unreal. If you have spent years trying to achieve a specific goal but haven't succeeded, you must find the reason in your type of beliefs and thoughts. To achieve any goal, a person must set aside the beliefs and thoughts that prevent them from reaching it. A person's beliefs shape their standard of living and their perspective on the world around them. Incorrect beliefs and thoughts regarding any goal can be an obstacle to achieving it. This goal could be money, a job, a suitable life partner, or any other aspiration. In this chapter, we will consider achieving money and wealth as a goal that most people pursue. The majority of our beliefs about money and wealth are not only mistaken but also harmful to our well-being and happiness. What you will read in this chapter will certainly challenge many of the beliefs and values in your subconscious mind. The power of the mind in achieving what a person wants enables them to create their goal in their subconscious mind depending on their thoughts and beliefs. To achieve abundance and wealth, you must remove any incorrect belief that prevents the reception of wealth from your mind and subconscious. In Chapter 2 of this book, it will be shown that we attract what we believe or think about into our lives. Negative beliefs and thoughts attract negative events and people towards us. Incorrect beliefs prevent a person from achieving their goals and must be erased from the subconscious mind in a fundamental and lasting way. Creating self-awareness regarding daily beliefs and thoughts, as well as recognizing and learning how to cleanse incorrect beliefs from the subconscious mind, is one of the goals of this book. Before I address incorrect beliefs about money and wealth, let me clarify my perspective on the subject of wealth. Money and wealth are very valuable tools for executing human intentions for the benefit of oneself and others. Of course, money is merely a tool to be used on the path to human freedom and ease and for serving humanity. As Bob Proctor beautifully expressed in his book You Were Born Rich, the viewpoint, "I use money but I love people," is the right mindset, whereas its opposite, "I love money and use people," conflicts with the human spirit and nature. There are individuals who, for the sake of amassing more money and wealth, disregard people and their basic rights, which is of course unacceptable. Looking at daily life, the role of money in life's affairs is very prominent. If you are among those who habitually say humbly to others or to yourself that money isn't important at all, when buying a house, paying a mortgage, or covering your car expenses, you see that money is important. Many people always wish they could do good deeds, help the poor, and build schools and hospitals, but they lack the means, power, and necessary wealth. Therefore, wealth can also be very good. With a glance at some wealthy individuals in the world, one can easily understand their role in the elevation and advancement of humankind. Therefore, undoubtedly, wealth and human ability can be very positive and have impacts on a large scale. Surely among those around you or people you have known over the years, you have seen individuals who have left such positive effects with their wealth. So, let us conclude that money and wealth are very essential and important, but at the same time, we consider money merely as a tool for advancing our goals and serving our own lives and the lives of others. Let's return to the subject of beliefs and values we have inherited from our ancestors regarding wealth. I will briefly mention a few examples of these incorrect beliefs. You can certainly add more items to this list. Money doesn't bring happiness. Money is filthy. Wealthy people are mostly stingy and greedy. You have to work extremely hard to become rich. Wealthy people aren't truly happy in life. The only people who become wealthy are either lucky, inherited wealth, or obtained it illegally. Rich people became rich through lies, deceit, and theft. Pious people have no money. It's beyond my means. I don't have luck in making money. Everything I touch turns to ruin. I'm unlucky. A lot of money causes trouble. Money doesn't come easily. Money corrupts people. Money isn't important to me. I'm happy as long as I can pay my expenses and don't want more money. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm satisfied with the money I have and it's enough for me. Being poor isn't my fault, it's the destiny written for me. It takes too long to become rich. Money doesn't grow on trees. God didn't want me to be wealthy. It's God's will that I face hardship in this world to purify my sins. I can't handle a lot of money. If I had a lot of money, everyone would become my enemy and I'd lose my friends. Money creates stress and worry. The economic situation is very bad, and many other incorrect beliefs. It is impossible to have a negative and critical view of money, wealth, and wealthy people, yet want to attract wealth and abundance into our lives. If our goal in life is to achieve wealth, we must cleanse incorrect beliefs, especially about money and wealthy people, from our minds and subconscious. Just as incorrect beliefs must be removed from our subconscious, we must refrain from judging successful and wealthy people. This is essential for wanting to create our goal. In future chapters, you will see how our judgments prevent us from receiving the bounties and abundance of the universe, and thus we deprive ourselves. Incorrect beliefs related to other goals besides wealth are no exception to this rule. As a principle, a person attracts what they believe and think about. If you believe that wealth only comes through luck, inheritance, or backbreaking work, money will come to you with great difficulty. You must like money and wealthy people for the doors of abundance to open for you. It is quite clear that changing human beliefs and thoughts is not easy, because such beliefs have been planted in your subconscious in various ways, even before you were born, and some of them have become values. In this book, How to Change and Reprogram the Subconscious Mind and How to Remove Incorrect Beliefs by providing precise and tested methods will be taught. Typically in our human subconscious over centuries, even before we were born, beliefs have been ingrained, and the results we see in our lives today are the product of the creation of those same beliefs. If your monthly income today is $2,000, the reason is that your belief did not help you to imagine more than that. Consequently, we have shaped our destiny based on the beliefs engraved within us, and we are the person we see in the mirror today. Suppose from this moment you want to challenge your belief and imagine that instead of a $2,000 monthly income, you earn an income equivalent to $20,000 per month. You will think for a bit, and might believe for a short while that if this happens, your life will be turned upside down. Most likely, this feeling of excitement won't last long, and your mind will try to bring you back to your current reality. The reason for this is the program ingrained in your subconscious mind, which does not readily accept change. The solution to this problem is explained in Chapter 5 using methods for reprogramming the subconscious mind and correcting the incorrect beliefs. Money and wealth, with all their good and constructive characteristics in human life, have not always been salvific or calming for their possessors. To clarify the point, let us provide a few examples. Consider Mr. Arthur Cutten, the largest wheat trader in America, Richard Whitney, the president of the Wall Street Exchange, and Howard Hobson, manager of the largest gas company in North America. Certainly, these economically successful individuals possess sufficient ability to generate wealth in the best way possible. But why did all these people end up in insanity, isolation, and ultimately suicide in their later years? Examples in this regard are plentiful. The answer to this question must be sought in the truth that our beliefs are only one side of the coin regarding our role in producing and attracting wealth. But knowing and understanding the other side of the coin can decode many of the whys and ambiguities. Although there are many wealthy individuals who, by changing their disposition, have taken on the role of benefactors and reformers in society, looking at statistics and the fate of individuals, it is notable that generally, a good fate has not befallen high-level wealthy individuals. The reason for this can be briefly explained in connection with two very important concepts. By understanding these concepts, one can begin the journey towards wealth assuredly and correctly. First, contrary to what some human schools of thought have promoted, humans in their lives do not reach elevation without constraints and detached from ethical and human frameworks. How wealth is obtained and how it is spent is a fundamental secret to the fate of that wealth and its possessor. Wealth obtained rightly, without trampling any rights, will have blessing and a good fate. But wealth tainted with the rights of others or usury or riba, will not only lack blessing but, based on the explicit text of the Holy Quran, will have an evil consequence for its possessor. Second, if a person's perspective and focus are solely on the few days of this worldly life, and they pass with negligence or, out of arrogance, deny the unseen aspect of creation and what lies beyond the veil that passes during a short earthly lifetime, they have ignored a large part of the truth. Wealth that is not followed by charity and giving to the needy will merely have a short-term function for its possessor, limited only to the short lifespan of this world. As Imam Ali, peace be upon him, said, "Abundance of property and wealth corrupts hearts and brings forth sins." Undoubtedly, excessive wealth that is hoarded and does not cure any of the pains of the needy in society will not bring any good or blessing thereafter. But an individual who has faith in the other side of the truth and knows with certainty that what they sow in this world they will reap in the hereafter, which continues for eternity, is careful in their actions. The possessor of such wealth knows that one day they will be asked about how the wealth was obtained and how it was used, and this makes them responsible towards their community. Therefore, a successful human not only removes incorrect beliefs about wealth from their mind, allowing them to benefit more and more from divine blessings and bounties, but they also do not view money and wealth as the ultimate goal, considering it merely as a tool for elevating themselves and their society. In this book, we will address methods for reprogramming the subconscious mind. These methods can play a role in removing financial shortcomings and attracting wealth into our lives because our main shortcomings stem from our beliefs. But on the other hand, in this book, we will also refute a view that is solely and concentratedly focused on wealth or power, without considering spiritual and humanitarian aspects. This is the end of chapter. For those who are interested to receive a copy of the book, you can put your email in the comment section and a copy of the book will be sent to your address. The book was written in English and Persian language. When commenting, please specify which one of two languages you want.